morning, class! Oh, but parang hindi naman good ang morning nyo. Again, energy. Good morning, class! Ganyan dapat. Energy first before our discussion. Oh, by the way, before I forgot, I have here the attendance sheet and I would like to submit it to all of you. Again, Ms. Santos, can you please distribute? And give it to me when you are all done with the attendance. Alright? So before we proceed with our discussion for today, let us have the prayer first. Can you lead the prayer, Miss Raleigh? Thank you, Miss Raleigh. Now you may all sit down. So before we proceed for our next discussion, let us have first a recall about the elements of drama which we discussed last week. Anyone here still remember it? Miss Santos? Alright, thank you. That's correct. For those na hindi na gaanong naaalala, kindly review again and study again the lesson that we discussed last week. Alright? Alright. So now I have here a movie clip, if you noticed, which I am sure that is familiar from you. It's the movie called Romeo and Juliet. It's a tragic story. It is connected to drama, and somehow it is connected to our lesson for today, which is the elements of a short story. I will play this movie clip after our discussion. And after that, I will give you an assessment identifying and evaluating the elements of a short story inside the movie. All clear, class? Alright, very good. So today we will discuss about the elements of a short story, and maybe some of you have encountered already about it. Am I correct? Oh, that's good, because we will tackle and learn the elements of a short story. That's why I have here a PowerPoint video presentation which explains the elements of a short story. Kindly listen attentively. Take down notes those important details, definitions, and usage of those elements of a short story. Because after that, we're gonna have an oral recitation. I'm gonna ask all of you about those elements of a short story, which I have presented in the PowerPoint video. After the play, we're gonna have a brief discussions, but this time, again, we're gonna have a brief discussion and oral recitation at the same time. So you can only answer if you watch well, listen attentively to the PowerPoint video presentation I have prepared to all of you. Before we go further with our discussion, let me ask all of you first, how is the PowerPoint video presentation? Did you learn something from it? That's great. I have prepared that video PowerPoint presentation for you to enjoy our lesson for today. So as what I have said, after viewing it, we will have our brief discussion. At the same time, oral participation or recitation from you. So now let's start. Oh guys, please be guided with the PowerPoint presentation I have here in the table. Here are the answers on all of my questions I'm going to ask to all of you. Okay, so first, what is setting? Yes, Miss Clear? That's correct. You get the point of the meaning of a short story, and it seems your classmates were agreeing with you. Am I correct, class? Okay. Next, can you give me the 5 key elements of a short story? Miss Santos? Very good. That's correct. Now let's tackle first the character, which is the first element of a short story. So what is character, Miss Jade? Very good. That's correct. Can someone enumerate what are the ways and how to know to get the character? Yes, Miss Clear. Okay, that's correct. Alright, any clarifications with regards to the character? Okay, very good, class. Very well then, we may proceed. Very well then, we may proceed with the next one. Can somebody give me the definition of a setting? Miss Alaya. Very good. Let me give you an example, class, with the settings. Authors often use descriptions of landscapes, scenery, buildings, seasons, or weather to provide a strong sense of setting. All clear about the definition of setting, class? Alright. Now, let's proceed with the next element of a short story, which is the theme. Anyone who knew the definition of the theme? Yes, Miss Kake. Very good. It seems that you really watch and learn from the video presentation. I asked you to watch attentively and take down notes of the important details, and you did it. Now let's go to the another element, which is the conflict. Can someone give me the definition of conflict? Miss Uno? That's correct. Aside from that, conflict has a general types, and these are the external conflict with others, and with nature internal conflict within themselves, and the other elements of conflict. Can you give me the struggle that the main character may face? Miss Maricar? That's correct. Excellent. So now, based on your performance, your oral recitation, your participation during our discussion about the elements of a short story, I think you are ready to watch the movie, the short movie about the Romeo and Juliet, which I have promised to you a while ago. So I have here the movie. After this, remember, after this, we're gonna have a question and answer about the movie, especially the elements of a short story inside the movie. So you better watch it well so you can answer my questions later about this. Alright? Clear, class? Any clarification? Alright, very good. So let's start. Alright, you done watching the movie? Is it good? Okay, very good. So first question, who are the characters inside the story? Miss Santos. Excellent answers. You mentioned a lot. So to sum up everything, to generalize everything that we have discussed for today's lesson about the 5 elements of a short stories. Again, what are the 5 key elements of a short story, Miss Santos? That's good. The characters, settings, conflict, theme, and plot. What are the ways to know the characters, Miss Rolly? Alright, that's good. Through the author's physical description of them, through their actions, through their words or dialogue, through their inner thoughts, and through what others think or say about them. Next is, what is the conflict? Yes, Miss Maricar. The two-way conflict. Alright, this is the external and the internal. Next is, what is the main character may face of a character inside the story? Miss Jade. Okay, that's correct. The man versus himself, the man versus man, or man versus nature, the man versus society, and the man versus the supernatural. So, the last element is the plot. So, what are the elements of a plot inside the story? Yes, Miss Cara. Very good, that's correct. It's the exposition, the rising action, the climax, the falling action, the conclusion. So those are the elements of a short story that we have discussed for today's lesson. Very good, class, and I'm glad that you understand the lesson for today and you participated well. So those elements are the definitions and the presence of the short story. I hope you take down it, you listened well, and you understood, because for tomorrow we're gonna have our assessment. So be ready. Alright? Any clarifications? Alright, very good. For your short written test, I have here some worksheets that I will gonna distribute to all of you. And read and analyze carefully the given questions below and encircle the correct answers among the choices. It is about the elements of a short story, okay, the coverage. And I hope you get the perfect score because you participated well, alright? So kindly pass it forward. Okay, thank you. After that, give it back to me so that I can keep it and check it and give to you tomorrow your scores. So start now. Are you done answering, everyone? Alright, very good. Give it to Miss Santos. Okay, thank you, Miss Santos. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. And by the way, I have an assignment. But don't worry because I would like to just assign you to read in advance about the next lesson so that we can have a very good participation during our next discussion. Alright? That's your assignment and I will gonna evaluate you as your assignment task based on your participation during our next discussion. Alright? Next meeting. All clear? Any clarifications? Okay, very good. So, thank you everyone for participation, for listening to our discussion for today. I hope you keep it to your mind and review it over again. Alright? So, to end the class, let us have a end prayer. And I would like to ask Miss Cabrito to do it. Okay, thank you, Miss Cabrito. Now it's your lunch time. You may go out. Thank you. Goodbye. Goodbye, class.